What's going on, y'all? It's your boy AP, and I want you to stop what you're doing right now and cut up your credit card. All right, guys, so it's been brought to my attention that some of my peers and a lot of people, even my age, recently graduated college, and some people even in their 30s and 40s don't truly understand how credit cards work. Like, they understand that they borrow money, they spend it, they pay it back later, they pay it back monthly, but they truly don't understand how credit cards work and how they can directly impact their lives. So we're gonna go into a quick video. I'm gonna put this up on the screen, a quick breakdown of truly how, and simplify how credit cards work, how they can negatively impact you, and how, of course, they can positively, which we like to focus on, how we can utilize them as a tool to increase and grow our credit for instant access of capital, money, and to do a lot of things in as far as real estate, acquisitions, investing, or just meaningless spending that you're gonna pay out, whatever it is. Whatever it is, we're gonna go over it really quickly. All right, so let's just get to a basic understanding. So in my head, I'm gonna go off of an individual that's recently gotten a credit card. They have a good paying job, and this credit card has given them a credit limit of $3,000. They've had a credit card for a while now. They have a $3,000 credit limit on the card. The APR is 24%, and they currently are running a balance of $1,300. And I know this is going to be a few of y'all that are watching this video. You may have $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 credit limit, but your balance is, let's say, $1,300, and say it ain't too bad. I could pay it off if I need to, but no, in no rush, right? I want you guys to understand the importance of knowing what's happening as you hold and maintain that balance daily. Okay, so with a $3,000 credit limit and a $1,300 balance, your current balance when you open up your credit app, with a 24% APR. So right off rip, you're at a 43% utilization. Utilization, we take the 1,300 divided by 3,000. You take your balance divided by your credit limit, and you get your utilization. Creditors, the credit card company wants to see that you're below 30%, because 30% shows that you don't need all that money that they're allotting to you, the credit limit. Once you start getting into the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, you've become dependent on this card for your day-to-day activities and spending. So it's really important that you're not crossing the 30% mark when it comes to utilization, unless you're immediately paying it off. Once you're higher than 30%, the credit bureaus and your credit score starts getting negatively impacted by your high utilization. Now remember, more than 30%. I like staying at zero. 0 to 10% is where I like to play around in. But anyway, once you're higher in utilization, credit bureaus, the three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they view you as a not so good candidate to lend to, right? So they potentially can decrease your score based on high utilization, and they not potentially, they typically will. So try to stay below 30% or less utilization. And that's the next thing I want to get into. Let's say you make $40,000 a year, right? You're fresh out of college, you make $40,000, $50,000 a year. After taxes, you're at 37, whatever it is. So people, when they have these credit cards, they start with a $2,000 limit. Then they raise up $3,000, and your creditors start extending you more credit. And then you say, AP, my utilization is at 20%, I'm good. And I said, okay, nice. What's your credit limit? $10,000. Then I say, okay, well, that means you're carrying a $2,000 balance, right? Simple math. $10,000 credit limit, $2,000 balance, 20% utilization. You told me that just off of what you said. So simple math. So with that $2,000 in balance you're carrying, that's what you're paying interest on. Did you know that? Oh, you didn't. Okay, so the $2,000 that you're carrying, yeah, you're at a good utilization for sure. But the $2,000 you're carrying in balance, you're paying interest on that. What's your APR? Oh, is it 24%? Perfect. I got a calculation whipped up right for you. So let's just say with that 24% APR, let's get your monthly utilization. Let's get your monthly interest you're paying on your current balance. So with 24% APR, we're just going to take 0.24 divided by 12. We're going to keep this as simple as possible. It actually is a little more complex than this because interest is it's accrued daily. So they do charge it daily, not monthly. But your APR is broken down and your interest is scheduled daily. So it can go deeper. But we're going to make it really simple. So with a 0.24 APR, 0.24% divided by 12, that's 0.02 or 2% interest monthly that we're going to pay on the 2,000 or the 1,300, which in this quick little ditty I wrote up, we're at 2% of 1,300. Interest due is $26. So we're looking at, you're paying $26 in interest due, and your minimum payment due is $35. But your monthly spending is $150. And I know most of y'all are out there, and this, because y'all really don't know how y'all even got to $1,300. But I know most of y'all are out there paying the minimum every month, which is fine if your minimum is zero. You feel me? So the point is, you're spending $150 a month. Your interest is $26, and then you're paying $35. Do you see where I'm headed here? Because you're spending $150 every month on this card. Your interest is $26, so that's $176 on your balance on the next month, but you're only paying $35. It's a never-ending cycle. Until you start busting at this balance, you're going to keep on, because remember, next month, it's not going to be $1,300. It's going to be closer to $1,400 because you're going to spend another $150 on Amazon. You're going to spend another $150 plus $1,300, $1,450 plus the interest, and then you got to multiply that on your new interest rate because the interest is going to be a percentage of your new balance. So you have to be sure that, because every month, check your credit statements. Every single month, there's going to be, once a month, there's going to be, boom, bang, here go $30 for interest charges. They charge you every single month at the end of the month for how much you have borrowed and how much you held on and borrowed for that month. Because if you have not paid them their $1,300 back, they say less. You're gonna pay us our $26 or $30, whatever it is, at the end of the month, every single time, while you casually only paying $40. And I know you slowly peep like your minimum payment has gone up. Oh, minimum payment went up to $60 now? Damn, okay, whatever. I'll pay them $60. And then you go and spend another $150. And then they raise your credit limit. It's a never-ending trap of a cycle. So that's why I say rip up your cards. And I do mean that figuratively, because we need to understand as a people, like, we gotta control our spending and budgeting, because it's very important that we have this on the wraps. Because if this gets above us, if this goes too high to where we can't control it, we're in deep trouble. Because it can become overwhelming to where you have a $3,000 or $4,000 credit balance. Yeah, you may have an $8,000 limit. Your utilization may not be too bad, but you've gotten to a point where you've become reliant on this credit card, where most of your spending comes from this credit card, and you're not paying down the balance. And every single month, you've created a whole new bill for yourself in interest. Because if you got a $3,000 credit balance, you're also paying easily $60 a month. That's a whole new bill you've created for yourself. So you can't keep pushing it off, because at some point in time, you got to realize you can't afford it. So you have to If you are watching this video and you go check your credit card balance and whatever number it says, go make sure you know how much you're paying in interest. Go understand you need to remove this thing from your Amazon, remove it from whatever you go online shopping with. You need to leave it at home, because if you can't buy it in cash, you can't afford it. So keep it simple like that. Pay it down. Pay your credit card down to where it's feasible. And if the proper way to use a credit card is the spending you use on this credit card, it needs to be paid off before the end of the month. Utilize this credit because they're going to give you cash back on it. That's the proper way to utilize a credit card. They don't teach us that in school, but on this channel, we're going to make sure we teach it here. Utilize your credit card as an instrument and as a tool for easy access to cash. But at the same time, we have to make sure it's paid off at the end of the month. If we're about to buy something simple, a mattress, $1,000, cool. We bought a mattress, $1,000, and then they give us some cash back on. They give us like $15 cash back on it. Okay, cool. I'm paying off my credit for $1,000. Paying off my credit card, $1,000. I got a free $15 cash back. I'm building my credit. I'm growing my credit because my utilization is at 0 at the end of the month. I got an on-time payment at the end of the month. I'm growing my credit because you have continuous on-time payments. And this is how you properly use a credit card. So for my people out there that are using it and paying the minimum, you need to stop that crap, because you're digging yourself in a hole that's going to be really tough to get out. Trust me, I work with clients every single day that have to deal with this, and it's a nightmare, not for young people, but for of all ages. This debt does not discriminate. Debt does not discriminate. So make sure y'all get that through y'all heads. And a real quick answer, keep it simple, man. Pay off your damn credit card monthly or you're doing it wrong. Disconnect your credit card from Amazon. We're going to keep it sweet. We're going to keep it short, man. It's your boy AP. Until next time. Peace.